I don't know if you guys have ever broken a window before, but I want to tell you a broken window story. Once upon a time, I was playing a game of StarCraft. Funny how a lot of stories I tell begin with that. I was in the middle of a game, and it was so tense. I was playing back on the good old PG Tour servers. It wasn't even IC Cup, it was PG Tour. Oh, it was so good. I was making one of my first ever runs to the A+ territory. This is during one of those summers where I had a job that was so awful, I used to just try to tell my mom I was going to work and then stay at home and play StarCraft because I wanted to be so good. So I was in the middle of one of those games. I had just learned a good hotkey setup to control my defilers, which was still hard because I was trying to play without LAN latency. That's right! Which is something that if you're a StarCraft player, you're like, oh, I'm appalled. If you're a StarCraft 2 player, you're like, what's LAN? So I was in the middle of this game, and as I'm there, I'm playing and I'm clicking furiously, I'm thinking smart things and playing so fast, my tendons are humming with vibrancy, and a wasp just goes zzz, and goes past the screen. So I'm like, and I fall back out of the chair, and I'm like, I'm so scared. I am terrified of bugs. I hate bugs. Bugs, okay? I hate bugs, alright? And there's this wasp, and he's like, zzz, and this wasp must have been like this long, right? It was like an 8-inch wasp. It was really impressive. This wasp is just in my room, and he's huge, and he just like lands on the wall. You know what he did? He just did waspy things. He was just like zzz, 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 just making freaky noises. So what I did is I got like a sweater. Let me actually just, I got a sweater, and I wrapped it around my hand like this, and I try to go up. I'm trying to sneak up to the wasp, and my heart is pounding so fast. The game's going on, but I've forgotten about it. I may as well be Amish at that point. I'm not a StarCraft player. I'm a defender of justice. So I'm trying to sneak up to this wasp, like, zzz, 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 and like, bam! And I punch the wall to try to kill the wasp. He's like, zzz, and he totally whiffs, and I'm like, I have it wrapped around my left hand. I'm right-handed. This is how scared I am. I'm not even thinking clearly at all. So again, he's like on the wall over there. Zzz, zzz. Bam! And I try to punch the wall. He misses. I miss again. And I'm like, and he's like flying all over the place. I'm actually like backing away. You know how they do the thing in the movies where the person falls on the floor and there's a monster coming at them, and they back away like this on all fours? I was doing that in my room, except we have carpet, so I have like this severe rug burn happening at the base of my back. Excuse me, I drooled. So then the wasp lands on the window. Yeah, you know where this story is going, right? He lands on the window. So I'm just zzz, 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 and go BAM! And I get him, and I scream, got that motherfucker, right? I'm screaming. I'm like, yeah! And then I hear this of the glass starting to buckle under the pressure of my left hand that I'm pushing as hard as I can against the glass, mind you. And then it breaks, it just shatters, and the glass on the edges just goes, and I'm like, and I try to pull my hand out, and it breaks, and it like, I actually have glass sticking out of the left hand of my, glass sticking out of my left hand. And of course, the wasp just goes, bzzz, and he's free. He's not even dead. He was trying to get out the whole time. So here I am. I'm in this room. I probably lost, but again, I'm Amish at this point, and I'm bleeding, and I'm like, so I try to pull it out, but it's like, it's kind of broken, so it breaks, and there's still like a shard of glass in there, and it's squirting. It's squirting. Can you still see? I'm actually going to adjust the focus on my camera just so you can see this scar. Because a lot of people, that can't have possibly happened. No, you know what? Where is it? Yeah, you see this scar? You see this scar right on the pinky? You see that? Glass was in there. And apparently so is an artery or something. So, it's squirting. And I'm like, So I called my mom, who was at work, and I was like, Mom, I broke a window, and I'm bleeding, and there's blood everywhere. She goes, oh my God, what happened? And I said, I tried to kill a bug. And she just bursts into laughter at me. Just bursts into laughter. He's like, ah! Are you serious? Because my mom thinks it's hilarious that I'm scared of bugs. Because I've like had actual diarrhea because there was like a firefly in my room. What's the line? It can't be real. So I'm like bleeding everywhere. My mom comes back. She's like crying. She's laughing so hard. She's like, let's take you to the hospital. Let's take you. Come on, let's go. So we go there, and I go to the doctors, and I'm like, I punched through a window on accident. They're like, my God, what fit of rage were you in? And my mom's like, and I'm like, well, I tried to kill a bug. And the doctor bursts into laughter at me. So I'm getting laughed at, right? I've lost all sense of interestingness, right? I'm not a cool person. Everyone thinks I'm a loser. I have blood. I'm like lightheaded and stuff. Because of course when you're on a long session of video game and you don't eat, you have adrenaline and you have Balls Guarana next to your computer. Balls is an energy drink, by the way. Just in case any of you thought I was saying the other kind of. Don't worry. So of course, my brother comes home. This is the best part of the story. My brother comes home, walks upstairs, sees my computer knocked over, a broken window with blood all nearby the window, and nobody's home. That was great. That was awesome. Which, of course, means that in the end, I had to come home with Mom, and Nick went, dude, the whole room's like, did you see? Did something happen? Are you all right? And of course, for the third time in a row, Mom goes,